Hello and welcome to the first FMSP AS Further Mathematics Prerequisites video. If you are studying further mathematics alongside Mathematics A-Level, there are just a few topics where further maths needs content from maths which you might not yet have covered. These videos are designed to support your independent study of this content so that you are ready for your further maths lessons. There's very little prior knowledge needed for this first video. It's useful to have these things while you're watching this video, so pause the recording now and go and get everything together if you don't already have these items to hand. And make sure that you've set aside enough time not just to watch the video, but to pause it from time to time and have a go at the challenges and questions set before watching the solutions. This is what we'll be covering in this video. We can use different units of measure depending on what works best in a particular context. Grams are great for scientific experiments, but really ounces were much easier for cooking. In this video, we're going to be looking at different units for measuring turn. You already know about degrees. A degree is just 1/360th of a full turn, so that in a full turn there are 360 degrees. A radian is defined to be the angle subtended by an arc of the same length as the radius. So here is our arc, which has length r, and the arc begins there and finishes there, and the angle subtended at the centre is defined to be 1 radian. We use the unit small c for a radian. Pause the video now while you try to work out how big 1 radian is. OK. So, the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. So, our arc here has length r, so that's r 2 pi rths of a full turn. We can simplify that to get that 1 radian is 1/2 pith of a full turn, so that there are 2 pi radians in a full turn. 2 pi is just a bit bigger than 6, so 1/2 pi is just a bit smaller than 1/6 of a circle. So 1 radian is approximately equal to 60 degrees, just a little bit smaller than that. You may be wondering why this is useful, and for practical geometry, degrees are much more sensible to work with. But you'll be learning about calculus in A-level maths, and it turns out that when you're doing calculus with trig functions, it's much easier to be working in radians than degrees. You'll learn all about this properly in the second half of your A-level mathematics course. In the meantime, for AS Further Mathematics, all you need to know is how to convert between radians and degrees, and how to switch your calculator between radians mode and degrees mode, and most importantly, to remember when you've done that. Here are the basic equivalences that you need to know. We've already worked out that 360 degrees is 2 pi radians. Pause the video for a moment while you work out the other values. OK, 180 degrees is half a turn, so that's pi radians. 90 degrees is 1/4 of a turn, so that's pi/2 radians. Half that again to get 45 degrees, that's pi/4 radians. And 60 degrees is 1/3 of 180 degrees, so that's pi/3 radians. A lot of the time, you'll be giving angles in radians as multiples or fractions of pi. And when you do that, you won't need to write a unit. If you're giving your angle as something like 1.5 radians, you will need to put that small c in as your unit or write the word radians. You need to learn these first two equivalents, but the others you'll be able to work out, and you'll soon get to know them as you start using them. I hope you found this video useful. There is one more prerequisite video for AS Further Maths on trigonometric addition formulae.